collectively should get a writ. You guys come together and sue Jerry Jones for emotional distress. No way every single year he gonna lead y'all and build y'all up this year. We gonna win Super Bowl this year. I fall victim to that too. And I apologize to y'all for leading y'all on. Prime Minister Davis, I know I've been begging for that holiday. We still get up the holiday. We call it the love holiday because some other things can go down. But the Dolphins and Cowboys, boy.
Womp, womp, womp.
Another clunker for you also on behalf of the Cowboys and the Dolphins. Shalom. Oh, man.
Yeah. Y'all the mindless drink. Y'all didn't believe me. The mindless drink.
That was Coke soda, by the way.
Yeah, we don't indulge in alcoholic beverages in here.
Not at work. We at work. We at work now.
Yeah.
All right. So let's go straight into the playoffs then. Next, we got 4 teams. We got some teams remaining.
We got 3 teams and 1 big team.
San Francisco 49ers. We know their matchup with us. I ain't got to tell y'all which side we on. Clearly, you can see where we rolling with that.
You don't want to see this
man,
cowboy
shirt. Carlo, man. Come on, man. You killing us, man. Oh boy. Next thing 2 weeks. Then so the other matchup in NFC, the Lions versus what's that other dead team? Tampa Bay.
No,
how do you see that? How do you see that going? The Bake Show.
The Lions.
Baker Mayfield look like he doing some things.
I'm and that one I'm gonna pick. I'm gonna go with Tampa Bay Buccaneers on this one.
Yeah, I think so too. I don't want everyone a division win. And the NFC side, the Ravens are gonna face off versus the Texans, the surprise team. C.J. Stroud is looking all world, but Lamar Jackson more likely is the MVP of the season this year. I think I don't know if the young fella Luck is gonna run out this week, but I'll be rooting for him. I just saw a little. I just saw a little clip look like NBC. I don't know if this fluke or not, but it looked like NBC would have tampered with something with his interview this last week. Mm-hmm. So I on their side just for that fact and that fact only. And then lastly, the other matchup on that side. Who's that insignificant game is? Who else playing in the AFC? Patrick Mahomes and who else? My God, I can't get no help. Buffalo. I rolling with. We care about that team. We care about that game mix.
If we do choose to care, I think we can go. I'm gonna go with. Patrick.
I got Patrick Mahomes in the Super Bowl. Anyway, so
I'm so sorry for the Buffalo. I saw an ad that they say Buffalo fans have sacrificed at least one of their fans every year so they could win a game. So. We can see what happens with that.
Yeah, I know a couple of the fans. Y'all in trouble. Y'all in trouble. So we're gonna take a quick commercial break and we'll be right back. We got Mr. Denzel. He's gonna Denzel Knowles from 242 Elite. He's the patronage head coach. He's gonna be talking a lot basketball locally and some kids, some training. We've been talking about that a lot on the show. So we'll be right back.
Where you going, mate?
To go buy these tickets for the party tonight.
Why this boy so dumb?
Tickets242.com.
You know how hard it is?
They sell tickets for parties, concerts, plays, sporting events, everything.
You know how expensive bus is?
Well, if you just buy the tickets online, they could just send you it in the email. Then you could just print it off.
You know how strong mosquitoes is?
Or you could go to the box office downtown at the Genesis Street Gear.
You ain't scared of Jones, says they.
I'm Flynn Doxson from Nose Witness News, reporting live from Sniper Paintball City. We're here with the manager and he's going to tell us a little about what they have to offer.
Daddy, I got this at Sniper Paintball. We have paintball, cornhole, mini golf, batting cage.
Strike!
That's not a strike.
So come on down every Saturday and Sunday to Sniper Paintball City, located next to Crosstown, where you and the family can have a great time.
See you at Sniper.
I got you. And we're back off the bench. Well, off the Green Bay bench, as clearly you can see.
Nation.
Let me fix this properly. Before we introduce our guests, let me just give a quick moment of silence for our producer, and our live studio audience. You know, they are Cowboy fans, and that's good. That's enough of that.
So we got hey ladies, we got Denzel in the house. Remember that they used to ring names? We got Denzel.
This ain't no Washington, though. He ain't Washington. Clearly, no Denzel ain't no light skinned fella.
So Denzel, we're gonna talk a little bit about first we're gonna start off, let's talk a little bit about night league basketball. Before we do that, like who are some of your influences like playing basketball locally? Like we like to talk about our favorite NBA players, but let's talk about our favorite local players, if you have any. What got you into basketball? We normally ask our guests like what sport they into and what got them into it, but we clearly know you're a basketball man. So what got you into basketball, man?
Well, basketball, I never really been in the Bahamas too much. I left when I was about 13, 14 years old to move to the States. Went to West Oaks Academy out in Orlando.
Okay.
And I pretty much was there for about 10 years. So I spent almost half of my life basically in Orlando. But growing up, T-Vaughn Gibson, if y'all remember him from Sunline.
Yeah. We still play with T. I used to beat up T-Vaughn every Saturday.
Him and I used to be, he used to come over to my dad's house every weekend, along with some of my other friends, family. We used to play ball. He used to be beating me down every weekend.
Yeah, shout out to T-Vaughn.
Pause. He kind of got me into playing basketball. He was an Iverson fan, and I started watching Iverson with the braids and the sleeve, and the crossover, and I just fell in love with it from there, and I never looked back.
Gotcha. So tell us a little bit about 242 Elite, man. How did you came about with the concept? I guess all that the Orlando living got you because you do things a little differently than we do here. Mm-hmm. Like from
a lot different.
Yeah, and I guess we understand the influence now. I never knew you spent all the time in the U.S.
Yeah, it started when just after COVID time. I was contracted to go to Phoenix with the Dynasty Academy to go be an assistant coach for the Grind Session National Tournament. That's where a lot of the top levels players play, like Paolo, LaMelo,
right,
and a lot of other players came up through there. We was actually watching Paolo there, and I was there with a few of my Sunline players, and one of them in particular, he was having a hard time getting a scholarship because he wasn't really as good as one of the other ones, D'Angelo Parker, who is back in Abaco now, but
we know Parker. We know Parker boy, right?
Yeah, we just had a conversation with Parker.
Yeah.
So
Shout out
we
to
were
Parker
all
boy.
over there in the grind session. When we came back, I kind of made it my duty to try to give him an avenue to kind of get off, along with some of the other kids here who was having a hard time after COVID. John McKenzie, Dion Storr, who is playing with us in Night League right now, and Devano Clark.
Which number is
Storr, number 2.
Oh, all right. Yeah, I know.
And,
high energy.
Right. And, just trying to help these kids understand the system that they'd be playing in the U.S. Because that's where we send most of our kids. We want them to go to college, so they usually go to the U.S. So I try to instill that U.S. basketball mindset in them, kind of getting them in the U.S. shape, the U.S. style of play, understanding the skills, the terms, everything they needed to know to be prepared for that college level basketball or even the prep school level of basketball. So that's where it all started.
Nice.
That's good.
So I didn't know you had a Sunline affiliate. You went to so I guess you were coaching at Sunline at some point too?
Yeah, I was at Sunline for about 5 years.
Okay.
Was it 5 years? Yeah, about 4 or 5 years. I was there until we won the first Fight 'em All in Hugh Campbell.
Okay.
And me and Miss B, we would go every summer, every Christmas, and she'd have me coaching their boys, kind of getting them ready for the season to come every year. So I did that until about 2018. From about 2016, I think I came back home till about 2018, and I went off to coaching a prep school in Orlando, back in Orlando again. And I was coaching the post-grad team. I was about 23, and the guys I was coaching was about 21, 20. So that was a new dynamic, but it taught me a lot. and that's also where I started training because I was learning from some guys, international basketball training. Shout out Coach Fred, Coach Carlos. They train a lot of Euro players, even some NBA players. And, you know, I kind of realized that here we were lacking in the skill set that we were learning as Bahamians. So from there I started training and giving a whole new approach kind of to what Bahamians were getting here. Lord, I forgot your original question.
No, that's good, man. That's good. That's good stuff, man. So my next question is probably around those same lines too. Like, what do you see the differences between the coaching styles here and the training? Because we figure we lacking a lot of that. Like on the top of my head now, we really affiliated with basketball, mixing on it. On the top of our head, we only can think about a few people when it turns down to actual training from kids to like adults. And you like near the top of our list now. We always say right 242 elite Denzel them. Moon, of course. Shaky has crew. Then afterwards, you really got to think about it. You know what I mean?
You got Trevor, you got Nish, yeah.
Nish, of course. Nish is a friend of the show. Trevor's a friend of the show as well. He was on here the other day talking about ground up. So yeah, we I guess we get in there. But what do you think is lacking here? Like I always correlate like the difference between, and this I guess this ain't necessarily a skill set for basketball, but the working out aspect, like how that changed my life, like going to the gym. And I was really taboo here initially, but like all this, if you can't succeed inside sports unless you're doing something other than like working out. So tell me from your perspective, from seeing things in a different light than what I would, what do you think is lacking here and what we can improve on?
I think it all comes down to details. I'm a stickler for details, whether it's coaching as a head coach as a team or for training skills. With D1 development, we focus on pure skills. We're not worried about, like you say, conditioning or, weights or anything like that. It's just pure skills. We focus on everything, the minor details, even the way you push the ball down when you dribble, the smallest set of steps you take when you make a certain move, the difference between each move, where it might look the same to everybody on the naked eye, but when you break it down, you look and you'll see, okay, he took this little step here, and okay, this is a longer step, this is a smaller step, this is a dig step, this is a open step, this is an inside step. We have terminology as well. I learned a lot from a guy, an NBA, well, I wouldn't call him an NBA trainer because he doesn't like to be called that because he trains all. But he got famous more so working out with Kyrie. His name is Michael Lancaster, and he's a stickler for every little detail. He even has like a dictionary where he details every little skill you could have. Like I say, the type of dribble you make, whether it's a cut dribble or a pound dribble or a turn pound or turn push or feed dribble or some things that we would never even think of. And most people, when they look at their training, they're just like, why are you teaching them this? And they ain't gonna do this in the game. And it's not even about what they're about to do in the game. It's just about having that skill set so that when you do get in that position, you always like one of my coaches, Sucky, Davon Clark, he always say,
shout out to that's my own boy. Shout out to Sucky.
He always say, it just come out. When you training, you go into play and you never really thought you'd use this, and all of a sudden you just do it out of nowhere.
Yeah, I like that. That's just another weapon in your arsenal. Yeah, I like that.
And that might be not like a move where we practice. We might not practice, through the legs and cross, and that's another thing. We don't even just tell players, put it through your legs. We have so much different ways to go between our legs. You can put it through the back. You could do what we call a split through, where you lift both of your feet off the floor. You could do what we call an anchor through, where you step with one foot forward. You could do a drop pivot through, where you step backwards with the foot.
This
and
is
it's all
powerful.
about keeping space, eating up space, gaining space. Subtle little details that again nobody really pays attention to.
See, but we so naturally gifted here in the Bahamas.
Bingo.
We do these things without even thinking about it.
Right.
So we really don't think about the terminologies. But you blow my mind with some of the terminologies.
I've been playing basketball for almost 22 years. I mean, like only 23. But I've been playing basketball for a long time, and some of these things that you're saying, I've never heard. The only thing I ever know that this game was about was getting buckets.
Right.
But now that you put all these, I can remember me doing a couple of these things in my younger age.
Yeah, but
But-
that's the way the game go, man.
Yeah, and
that's-
I like it.
Yeah, that's where we getting with this. And what age you think we need to be learning these different skill sets? Like that's the challenge that you might have now. What do you think? What are your thoughts on that as a coach?
I think from as long as you could comprehend, you start. We start training from 5 up to age 100, basically. If you're willing to train, we'll train.
You train someone who's 100 years old?
No, I never
I want
trained
to see
no one.
that guy.
But if we could train, we could train them. We could train people whether they in a knee brace, whether they only got one arm. We could always find something to work on. My oldest trainee so far has been Coach Sucky, Coach Davon. I think about 35 years old. And he.
Hold on now. Let's back up. I ain't letting you take no credit for Sucky. I had Sucky under my wing for years.
Don't worry about that. He'll tell you.
You're refined now.
He'll tell you.
You just fine tuning, but I put it in the Sucky now. Hold on now.
He'll tell you. That the things he's picked up in the last year or year and a half with me or so, he has been able to prolong his game so much, being at the age he is and having all these different skills now where, he don't have the same athleticism or the same speed or now he's getting a little bit better of a shooting technique, more dribble techniques, more footwork techniques the way he could,
Sucky.
he get into his
I
own
can
spaces.
Yeah, Sucky always had a nice, decent form to shoot the ball. He never liked to shoot the ball because he played along players like Amado Herberg, and so he really had. Sucky was more like was that point guard guy.
Point guard.
He always that person who always would sit in the middle. You can't pass the ball because Sucky going for it. But yeah, I feel you. I feel you on that. So let me ask, what do you think that separates you from other trainers?
I think just the way we train, and like I say, the details. We don't train like how most people think of training where, you would have, let's say most people do this thing where, okay, I can rebound from you, you go, it's a famous drill, you go from elbow to elbow and shoot, and I pass you the ball and you shoot. That's not something we really do.
Wait, what? That's me and Trico move.
Yeah, that's something totally different from us. That's, we more teaching than anything. Not saying there's anything wrong with that because you do have to have that. But we are more of a teaching type of training to where we are giving you like on-hand theory basically. And you will go there and you will learn, like I say, how to do these different things so that basically you could train yourself as well. Or because I always tell my players, I won't always be there to train you. You might go off to Spain or wherever,
You should be always
and
be
you should
learning
be
too.
able to train yourself. Because I feel with drills like that, I could get Cat right here right now and say, hey, Cat, let's go on the court. Come rebound for me and pass me the ball. I go on elbow to elbow. Just rebound for me, pass me the ball. You could do that. I could find anybody to do that with. But learning things, you can't get anybody to just teach you something. Because, you got a lot of resources now. You got YouTube, you got, all these different trainers out there who post content or whatever. But, to have someone to teach you how to train yourself or what you need to be working on and how to work on it, that's a totally different ball game than just getting reps. And like I say, you get reps, but you got to know what you're looking for. Like, simple thing is pickup time, and a lot of people don't focus on that. A lot of players, when they shoot off the dribble, they'll dribble before they even get that next foot in to go shoot. They're already picking up the ball with two hands. They'll put it down like that and pick it up right away. And that kind of limits your options. We focus on pickup timing where you take that dribble and you keep that pickup until that foot hit, and then you pick it up. Right? So that in case
It's a
you
simple drill too.
right,
Yeah,
in case you
simple
want
drill
to
too.
get out of that, right? If you make a bad read and okay, you about to shoot,
You don't pick
someone
up your
close
dribble
out.
so early.
Okay, I could
I got you,
turn the ball
got
out
you.
and I could do something else.
Yeah, man, that's simple stuff too.
All right, let's change gears for a minute.
We gotta take a quick break. We gotta take a quick
we
break.
Can take a break?
Yeah.
All right, we can take a break. Let them. We ain't going into them Cowboys sit down. Let's take a break.
We'll be right back. We're back off the bench. We're back, and we got Denzel inside the house. We're talking 242 elite. I had one tough question for you, Denzel. So in the Bombers here, I think this is the biggest knock I have on training. Like all our kids, if you 6'2", you going in the post. So when you get to that next level, you have to readjust your entire game all over again. How you determine which kids you train, what specific skill sets? Is it based on body type? Is it based on team needs? How do you dictate what you do with your training? What the kid likes, or what the tendencies are?
Well, like I say, we don't really focus on. Well, now they say in positionless
basketball,
right?
yeah.
But we train everybody as a guard because, as you see, we got the Kevin Durant's, we got the Victor Wembanyama's, we got the Chet Holmgreens, we got even from LeBron, even Magic, 6'10" point guards. Everybody should possess every skill. And post skills are really just guard skills with the back to the basket. You could play post skills from the 3-point line as well, which they used to do more in the 80s. They used to trip. Now, with our group training, we kind of person that's coming out for individual training, we'll kind of look more at what this player specifically needs for his game and, like you say, his team or whatever, and we'll kind of tailor the workout kind of more towards that player's needs. But most times we working on guard skills, we working on footwork, we working on shooting, we working on finishing around the rim, both hands obviously, working on the in-between game, working on floaters, things that every player needs to have in this day and age. Everybody needs to be able to shoot the three. Everybody need to be able to dribble the ball. Everybody need to be able to finish. Everybody need to be able to pass it. And then defense is even something that we work on sometimes, not too much. I kind of try to leave that for the coaches for their schools or their club or professional team, whatever it is.
You got a defensive specialist in the house right here.
Yeah.
That's pretty cool.
So like I said, let's change gears a minute. Like, okay, so now you're training a club from whatever. What is you said your age limit starts at 5 to what?
120
until
100. Yeah. Okay, so now that you have this team, you have 242 elite, and now you're transitioning to playing in the Grand Bahama Night League. How is that experience now?
Well, I've played in Night League a few times. Didn't really too much care for it. But right now with Mr. President Janu administration, I think it's a lot better. I think as a whole, as a country, we need to kind of update ourselves a lot. I see a lot of, especially more, I don't like to really get on the referees, y'all forgive me, Harry, Fred, Charlie, all y'all, but I think that we do need to update because there are a lot of outdated calls being made, and I think that kind of waters down our league. Especially, they always tell me, oh, that's NBA stuff, but I got clips. FIBA doing the same thing. High school doing the same thing. 5-year-olds, 10-year-olds doing the same thing. They like to call this a carry, but this is not a carry. The rule states if the ball rests in my hand, that is a carry. If I put this phone on the table, that is resting on the table. If I put this on the side of the table, it is not resting. That is not a carry. So until we understand that, it's going to be watering down our league. And I hate to see it because it gets called over and over. They have another call that they constantly make where...
the traveling call.
Yeah, the travel call where they catch it, they pivot, and they step backwards with their foot, and it's a travel. And I can't understand why we call that a travel where the rule never states which way you could step with your foot when you're pivoting. All it says is your pivot foot must stay on the ground.
We just was talking about this earlier, like literally just this afternoon too, Mix and I. So I guess it's a good segue now, so we can petition to the Grand Bahama public. So we had a lot of people, Harry, Charlie, others, and all the other refs. They've been reffing for plenty years, and all hats off to them. They did marvelous work for Grand Bahama community, and they continue to do so. But in order for us to I guess because everybody always the ref's always the bad guy. That's our toughest job in sports.
Yeah.
I'd never want to be
Definitely.
a ref because I ain't get the tolerance for that. So in order for us
lot
to
of
too much pressure.
Yeah.
Like, too much pressure, especially with Bahamians because we always write too, and then there's a lot of talking and we are familiar with each other, so we let a lot of things slide. Those things don't happen on the next level because the coaches and the referees don't tolerate that, especially if they don't know you. So in order for us to enhance our whatever we're trying to do with basketball inside the community in the country, we need other people to step up and help out.
Yes.
So this is our petition for everybody else too. You just can't say, all right, the ref's terrible, they ain't get no better, if you don't want to come in and help out. You know what I mean? Like anybody who wants to be a referee, we offering free referee clinics.
Yes.
You'll be people certified. Absolutely free. These referees get paid to do this job. They get to travel to go to different countries in order to referee.
Yep.
So they get a lot of exposure. So yeah, if you interested in that type of thing, like this is our petition to you. Let's reach out to the show. Reach out. Mix, give his cell phone number every week. Y'all call Mix. I can't do
Y'all
it.
don't call me this week. Don't call me this week.
I can't do that. But if you need any assistance, if you interested, anybody in the Grand Bahama community, please, by all means, we welcome all.
Yeah, because and I totally agree. Like you can't keep complaining about this the problem. But if you know what the problem is and you're not trying to be a part of the solution, then use the problem.
Yeah, pretty much.
You see what I'm saying? Like you say, oh, Fred and Harry and Charlie and these referees, they making these calls or whatever, but. And they've been around doing this, but
That's a hard job,
what are you doing to help?
Yeah.
Like they've been calling from I was in primary school. Okay, now you go to primary school, you go to high school, you won't do nothing else with your life. But you love sports. You around the gym. But you ain't want to call. You ain't got nothing else to do. But you just come there to criticize the referees. Come on, man. I've called games. And like you said,
that's an unforgiving job, man.
The referees have the hardest job in basketball because they gotta deal with heckling from the fans. They gotta deal with players rowing.
Coaches
can't on bad.
And coaches in the Grand Bahama, honestly, like it's more the coaching than just heckling the refs. I know that's a part of it. You got to stay on the refs and make sure things go your way. But it's more the coaching than just that. Like Denzel is a coach, he's a trainer, and he's breaking down the details very eloquently. We need to get better at drawing up. I want to see the coaches to the next level, but they drawing up plays for during the timeout.
Oh, that's me.
Not just screaming at the players, but you already come to play, but you ain't ready. You understand what I'm getting at?
Yeah.
All right, we want this double pick, this what you're supposed to be doing. We want this final show. Be looking for this matchup. That's in my mind. That's coaching. You see what I'm getting at? If you just screaming at the ref the entire time,
some coaches,
different. You know what I mean?
Some coaches just come to the games and say, I come to get this referee tonight. Like what? Like that's you ain't come to coach. You ain't come to win the game. You just come
no better, brother.
Right. And like I said, I've called a few games, and we have some guys out there. When I was calling in the commercial league, we have some guys out there. They hike me because, like you say, because we friends and we cool. Be that some things like some of my friends don't like me when I call because I don't care. You ain't gonna disrespect me. First of all, when I put on this block, I lose some friends over me calling games. Wow. Because listen to me. You players play, coaches coach, and referees call. When I make my call, that's it.
Right.
I ain't gonna make my partner gonna use my boy. I can change it for you. No, that's the end of it. And when you haggling, you cannot bad. You ain't gonna disrespect me.
Right.
And the Jim Parker people.
Right.
So I can disrespect you. You get trouble. You get attacked. You get attacked. You get attacked. So no. So like I say, you all got. Like I say,
and I go pray. You got a car.
I don't know, for some strange reason, people think that referees are these super beings. Referees are human beings just like everybody else. They make mistakes. Players make mistakes.
Coaches make mistakes.
Coaches make mistakes.
Yeah.
Fans make mistakes.
Yep.
Not every call that the referee call is going to be the correct call. If the referee call every call that in your favor, then he's been haggled from the other side. Yep. So we gotta
adjust. That's all. Yeah. That's all it is. And that's plain and simple. I understand. I went into some games where we know some referees call hard, so you adjust to that. That's part of That's part of being a coach.
Salt and sugar look alike.
Yeah.
Every time you touch them, they can call a foul. So don't touch them.
Yeah. That's all. Simple as that.
So my problem with and again, I don't say this to be against anybody, because I only want to see basketball get better in this country. But my problem with most of the referees, not all of them, but most of them, is a lot of times, like how you say, you try to help the solution. I try to help them and tell them, this is this. I know me and Harry had a few talks a few times where I would show him, hey, look here, Harry, this isn't this call. See here, I'm showing you this. And he'd say, oh yeah, I made that call. That's a bad call. I know better now. But then you got some of them who just, no, it ain't that. Blah, blah, blah. And I'm like, I keep up to date with this stuff. I am constantly learning and constantly getting more information. I am trying to help us. I'm not trying to belittle you. I'm not trying to do anything like that. So when I telling y'all this, is not to get at you.
I hear you. I hear you.
People take me as I get a bit aggressive sometimes. So people take that the wrong way.
I hear you, Denzel, and I understand. I understand where you come from. But being a referee is all in your delivery.
Mm-hmm.
It's how you approach me when you come.
That was my.
You
That was
see what
my.
I'm saying?
That was gonna be my argument.
If you would say, okay, the
Now,
game over,
sometimes
you come.
even when I play, I might just be on the
No,
sideline.
I'm just saying. Even if you was a fan in the gym, you would. Look, come on, Charlie. Now you can. Or Charlie, but you wrong. Or Harry, you wrong. Fred, no, Mr. Ref, no. How you approach
Right.
it? It's how
Yeah,
you
what
approach.
you say is how
people.
you say.
It's how it's the tone.
Right.
How you deliver things.
So how come you say, man, coach, you missed your ref, you missed that one.
Yeah, that's
Yeah, you missed that one, man. My player was doing this, and then I walk away.
You
Yeah,
catch
so I think
more.
you'll get a better result that way. If not, if he's still ignoring me, then I start.
Yeah, some
I carry on
of
like
them
Trico,
don't
and I say,
matter.
"Boy, listen here, but you stupid."
So like I said now, in the night league now, so you're all playing in night league now. 242 Elite playing in night league, and you all just played your first game last night,
Right.
and you all went up against the Dolphin Explorers. I think it was a pretty good game. Your style of play was I think we spoke about that, and
Mr. Bruce, I got one. I got a clip from. I wish we could air that clip from that. They played the game from their team, from one of their teammates.
I sent it
to you.
earlier. How is the players? Because I know you have a lot of young fellas on your team, a lot of high school fellas and whatnot. How are they? How's the experience for them now playing against another level of skill in against what they're used to playing against?
For most of them, it's actually nothing different, because, like I said, we a travel program, so we usually travel to the States and we play against prep schools. We play against teams like Central Point, who was one of the top, if not 10, top 10 teams, top 20 teams in the nation. We play against people like that where they got 6'10", 6'8", 6'8", 6'7", 6'4" on the court. And they in shape, they all poised to go Division I type thing. So it's nothing new. And all these kids that are on the team, they've been in this program for no less than probably 6 months. Some been there for a few years. So our style of play and everything is not really an adjustment for them. They love it because it's more free. You see, we play fast. We like to pressure the ball. We treat it like a brotherhood. Once you come in our program, you're a brother for life, and that gives guys, more comfortability to play. To mess up and make mistakes, because we ain't gonna want to fight you because you make a mistake, or whatever the case is, or we ain't hate you because we have a little bit of a disagreement or whatever. It's like we always tell them, even when you leave this program, down the line, you never know when you might run into your brother, or you could help your brother in another way, where it might be someone, let's say, is a owner of a car rental business, and you might need a car, and you call him up, hey, bro, you remember me from 242 Elite? I need a deal on one car. Yeah, bro, I give you 50% off, that type of thing, So it's all about being brothers to each other, and that's our identity. Just hardworking
that's a
brother.
great part of sports too, and that's the part of sports I think we all could appreciate too. Like, I meet a lot of people I know from sports, so you see them 20 years down the line. But you did. We was kids, bro. Like, let me. Boy, he used to kill that one. You mentioned the name earlier today. Devon. Like I said, man, I smash up Vaughn every week, you know, like little things like that. So that's the sports aspect. That's one of the things you learn from sports. And everybody we bring on the show, pretty much is have the same, like the same, because the same result.
We played ball for so many years, and like I always say, basketball builds bridges. Like it builds bonds. Like when I moved back to Grand Bahama in 2004. I can remember the first. Listen to me. True story. I remember the first basketball court I went to play on in Grand Bahama when I moved back here was Coral Gardens. Now, nobody know me from Nassau. First I go on the court. First I run Chuck Taylor's right off the bat.
So you done with it.
So everybody that's looking at me weird. But I can tell you one thing. The first person that befriended me was Trico Dimes. Trico DM say, okay, buddy, look at you got a little something. I can rebound it and I pass it to you. And every time he passes it to me, bucket. You know, he goes, nah, from then, he already know that's a bucket. Let's go to the next way. So, like I say, and from 2004 to now, me and Trico still riding. We still riding. When me and Trico play on the team together, Trico say, I gone or you gone. But we know Trico ain't going because Trico ain't gonna offend. He ain't got no offense. But we know who's the offense and we know who's the defense because we already know.
Hey, so that's a funny story you got. My boy PK just hit me up with this the other day. Say, would you befriend a person who's dead in basketball, like initially? I was like, boy, that's a serious thing, you know. Like I know if I like go out and actively. So me and Carlo would have never been friends if I didn't know Carlo outside of basketball. If I meet Carlo first,
I befriend a lot of dead niggas. I ain't gonna lie. Sorry for the N-word. I befriend a lot of dead fellas. I still have some dead friends right now.
Speaking of dead, let's talk. But this is a heavy topic after last night. Let's talk about your list. I know you got your power rankings.
No.
Yeah, man. We want that smoke, bro. Let's go, man.
No, in him so much. It's still kind of too early to update the power rankings.
I don't want to update it. Let's talk about the same one you had first, and let's see if you stand by that.
Right now, after one game,
let's read it out.
After one game,
what you seeing so far?
I still stand by it. It's still yet to be seen who is going to be. I'm giving everybody at least 3 games, and then I'm going to change it up.
That makes sense.
To know who is who. I don't need to read that. I can say what it is. So after the 242 Elite won last night, I love the players then walk past me and say rank number 8, rank number 8, power ranking number 8. So I was like,
yeah,
what are you talking about?
The guy who dunked, what is his name? Who had the big dunk? Machu. So I said, but that's nice move, boy. That's what you get for ranking me number 8. I say, all right, talk that talk, young fella.
Like I said, so let me clarify some stuff. The reason why they are ranked number 8 is not to belittle them. It's not that. Y'all are young. If y'all are watching, y'all a young team. In the basketball community here in Grand Bahama, you have to prove yourself. Y'all are not proven yet. I like what y'all doing. I really do. But we have some big teams out there. How would it feel if I ranked y'all over the Fugees, the defending champions?
No, man.
That makes no sense.
No, you can't do that.
How can I rank y'all over
the
runners up?
No, you can't do that either.
How can I rank y'all over a team that has players that played in the European leagues and have all these big basketball attributes and what's not?
I like
what I'm saying?
I like what they're doing, though. I'm using this field too.
Don't get me wrong. I like
that. That's what you
me
find.
and Denzel talked about this.
Yeah, you find anything you good in order to get you going to that, and I okay with that.
And I spoke, like I said, I spoke with Denzel this morning, and I told him, I said, I'm glad that I rank y'all at number 8 because now I see that lit a fire under y'all, and now y'all ain't just coming for the league head. Y'all coming from my head to prove me wrong.
Right.
So this is my challenge to y'all. Prove me wrong.
Yeah.
Prove me that in 3 games. Prove to me that y'all deserve to be ranked higher. I'm not saying that y'all. I watched the point guard with Kenvaro. Kenvaro from St. George's. He's a pretty good guy. Pretty good, decent guard. You have some springy,
That's
springy
T1
guys.
Development's finest.
I've been bragging with Kivaro for the last couple for weeks on the show. I saying he should be one of the premier players in high school, which he probably is right now too. My challenge to him is let him take it. I want him to dominate on this level. I just talked to him the other day. Said, "Which grade you in?" I didn't realize he was a junior, so he got one more year left in high school. He should. I want to see him average 25. That's my challenge. So if you listening, Kivaro, I see that type of talent in you. Find a way to get easier buckets and give me 25 a night. You got that type of skill set, that type of talent. Let me see if you can do that. That's my challenge to you. If I expect to see 26 from you. That's my thinking against that level. If you could go there and do that against those guys in night league, you should be able to mash up them kids in high school.
You know, I realize with this younger generation, they're skillful, but they lack something that the older guys who play that. This younger crew don't have no dog in them.
Yeah, they cool.
We got some dogs.
They cool.
What
number 2 is? What is his name?
That's a dog.
Yeah. He's slamming on the ground. He's slamming on the ground after you make a play. I like that.
Yeah, I like
that's
the
my
person who's
OG team captain right there.
We down, so we can look to this person to go get us a few buckets to bring us back up.
Right.
Where the players with the heart, where I know that people probably getting tired of me showing those. Where the C.J. Hines, where the Marvin Grays, where the Collins, where the Boschmans, where the Marcio Deems, where these. Well, we have one person.
Baby, don't forget my boy, Wade Malrock.
Come on,
don't forget Wade Malrock.
I'm not. It got to be the Baby D with the locks, not the Baby D right now. The Baby D with the locks was a bad man.
No man, I don't count my dog out.
Like I say, Wade
Malrock's finest.
As of right now, I've only seen like one person who can match up to one of the players from. And we was talking about this earlier. One person in this younger generation now that can match up with someone who has the same fire and energy that can match up with someone from the old past is Mikhail.
Oh, yeah,
Mikhail has that dog gene in him.
Mikhail's a football player, man. We wired different to play football, man. Your basketball cats too cool, man.
We always look at Mikhail and say he's a problem. Dealing with him is a problem.
Yes, like I say.
Guys kind of. Guy's lazy dog though. Like he turn it on when he wants to. But if you need a bucket.
Yeah, Mikhail is the Rottweiler, and Guy's more like the little Pekingese or something like that. He have a little piece in him.
Guys got that.
Guys, Mikhail.
No, Mikhail got more energy than Guys. I think that's what it is.
Guys is the dog you gotta watch. Like you gotta watch him, but you ain't really too scared of him.
Guys, this boy.
I only fooling with you. Guys is an alright guy. I like I say, to the 242. I don't want y'all to feel like I say I picking on y'all or whatever. Y'all just gotta prove it to me. I think I've been on top of the totem pole for so long, and I've seen. I'm not just one of those fellas who talk basketball. I watch basketball. I go to games and I watch these fellas. I watch basketball players. I'm not saying I'm the best scout in the world. But I think I picked a pretty much good who's gonna you can see the person the levels. You can see the separation between players. I think my record is pretty flawless. So if you all feel like that y'all got it, then prove it. It ain't nothing wrong with proving it. The proof is in the pudding.
Gotta do the work.
Yeah. That's kind of key. Okay. You know what? The new power rankings. 242 elite, number 1. I put y'all on top now. Everybody gunning for y'all. Then y'all can tell me, you. What happens when y'all really buck up on somebody and then y'all get exposed? Then they can look at me. Oh, you rank these fellas too high.
All right. So Max, I won't go on a limb now. I want to talk about some of the. We only had 4 games so far. We have some more games. We have two more games this week.
On Thursday.
This weekend. Tomorrow. Tomorrow and then as I said on Saturday. I want to talk about some of the top players that we would have seen over the past the 2 nights of basketball we had so far. So I wish we had the clips, Mr. Producer. We can't get that one clip I showed you.
Yeah.
Okay, if we can play that one, that'll be the one for last night. Take a look at this. Take a look at this one, ladies and gents.
Roll
This
that
is some of the
beautiful
action
green,
you're getting
please.
here, right here from local talents, right here in Grand Bahama. This is something you see in the NBA, but right here at St. George's Gymnasium.
One of the players from 242 Elite.
242 Elite.
Stand up.
Ranked number 8.
Top of the key, 3 step back, pull up, switch cheese, slam. Got the crowd out they seats, 1 step closer to the big ring.
Yes,
Yes,
sir.
sir. Yes, sir. And we had another play too, which equally is good from the opening night. We were level 2. We were kind of back and forth with this. The alley-oop from DeJohn Wild Goose dub to Ahmad Pratt. There was a half-court alley, and then there was another one to I think Shiz to Trevor. Yeah, so those two, I kind of lean towards that. Ahmad.
Yeah,
that was a big time.
I
play.
like the dub alley hoop to Ahmad, because like I said, that was
Come on. Yeah.
And we went live for that game, so you can go back to the podcast and take a look at it and check it out. All those plays on there, and that's not the only one. So we had a lot of plays. Like the most impressive play, I think, for those games. I think I could call play of the game. I wish I had the stat sheets here. I don't have it right now, but I'll go on a limb and from my memory, Chicken from
Christopher Turnquest.
he was super impressive.
He was putting it on them, boy. Oh, Chicken said to let y'all fellas know he about to spank. He about to eat.
Chicken look damn good that game. And this style of basketball now too is like suitable to him. Like before time, the big we expect him to be down there banging, throwing a shoulder into people and then drop stepping and dunking like he's Shaquille O'Neal. But now it's different now, so we can step out and shoot it and it don't look weird no more. You know what I mean? And then also on Jim Rat's side, I like Tomasio still all world. Like he ain't lose much. So Tomasio Tomasio
he
still
blocking it and he ain't lose a step.
Yeah, but the play of the game probably for Jim Rats was Regis. Regis came out early and he played exceptionally well.
Mr. Bucket.
Yeah,
Mr.
the X
Bucket.
factor for them though is what's his Vaughn?
Vaughn, yeah.
Yeah.
Hey, now listen to me. Thus far, all the games so far. Now, if you ask me who's the standout player for all these games so far, I could tell you. Call a team and I'll tell you who is the who I think is the superstar for the team right now. Ready? Hold on. Let me get in my.
Yeah. All right. So this makes this the guru moment.
All right, call a team. Go ahead.
Fuji's. What? I start off with trouble. Fuji's.
You ain't put me on the spot. I ride with Mikael Battle.
You don't go with Shiz?
I ride with Mikael Battle.
Trevor being on that team too.
I ride
with Mikael.
with Mikael Battle.
Guys.
Mr. Mikael Battle.
Oh wow, boy.
Sorry,
that
Mr.
team
Mike right, y'all? Let me put Mr. Mikael Battle Fuji's.
right.
That's right.
That's Connect Shipping.
Connect Shipping.
Got him, Nakosh.
I would say
Boy got him.
Ahmad.
Ahmad Pratt. Okay, all right.
I would say Ahmad.
Not Dub.
going Dub.
Not Phil Jones.
I go in dub.
Yes, my apologies. I forgot. Scratch that. Phil Jones. Phil Jones had an outstanding night. Phil Jones. Yes, Phil Jones.
All right,
Phil
all
Jones had an awesome night. Yeah,
all right,
10
all
and
right.
7.
And I only got to go with the teams that played so far.
Yeah, that's my bad. So we got Mikael Battle, Phil Jones. My apologies.
All right, let's get back to Jim Rats then. Who's Jim Rats?
Jim Rats.
I think a lot still to be proven on the Jim Rats side. Who could be that guy? We all know what Tomasio brings to the table, but Tomasio is a.
I can go with Regis. I can go with Regis on the Jim Rats.
Okay, BM at Terminators.
I don't even know nobody on that team.
Gotta go.
You got Big Shot, Rio, Dean. You got Turnpike.
I will not be calling that guy's name on the show.
But it's one of the teams. Okay, the police. We skip BM. No, you got to give me a name from BM, man. I ain't letting you off the hook like that.
What's the coach's name? Let's go with Rio.
All right, Rio. Big Shot.
Rio. I'm going with Rio.
Now Turnpike Kent.
Turnpike. No, Kent, but can't even play that night.
No, Turnpike.
So I going with Turnpike Rio.
Turnpike Rio. Turnpike. All right, Dolphin Explorers.
Dolphin Explorers. Malik. Malik.
Good pick.
Yeah, I'm going with Malik.
All right, the police.
Oh my God.
We got you.
Drexel Russell.
No way. Drex?
I going with Drexel.
Yeah,
I
Drex is
going with Petrus. That's what I going with Petrus.
No Jamal Walker?
He's yet to be proven.
Oh, wow. Jamal,
He had a nice showing the other night.
Jamal, you hearing this?
But I got to go with the bigger name.
Oh, wow.
I got to go with the bigger name.
All right, and last, we got that coach. We got one of the coaches on here. 242 Elite. Who's the guy on that team?
2-4. Hey, he might not like this. He might not like this. It ain't your boy. It ain't Cavaro.
Who is it then?
What's Cavaro's little brother name?
Kayvon.
Kayvon! Come on! That's my guy. That's my... Yo, listen to me.
Hey, go ahead, Max. Go ahead.
Freeport basketball community, y'all got to come out and watch the Grandmama Night League. This guy is, what, 10 years old?
13.
13 years old. He's not even as high as my knee.
And he's out there playing with grown men.
This little boy is going to be something amazing.
Yeah, he could be special.
I am on board. I'm a fan.
He could be special.
I am a fan. That little guy is going to be tough.
Yeah.
All right, let's go.
Just
Moving
gotta
on.
stick with it.
That's the last team. That's only
No,
two teams. You won't go with the teams that the UNC play yet and call them out?
Let's go.
Oh, my God. Boy,
You ain't call ODS.
I didn't?
ODS.
I didn't call the name for ODS. That's chicken, man.
Never.
That's chicken team.
I get with chicken.
Who you going with?
What? And Mr. Edwin Ferguson on that team?
Diaz Kelly on that team too. The man on that team.
Come on.
That team goes far. Chicken carry them.
Chicken is a nice pickup. But I going with Mr. Edwin Ferguson.
Oh boy,
Rub down himself.
Edwin, you got some experience to learn. Yeah, 101 at the top of the key. He trying to take what's the young guy's name? Vaughn. He trying to take Vaughn 101. And he called pick for Beef, man. Beef was just on the show last week, and Beef telling y'all he been spanking these niggas for 20 years plus.
Excuse the N-word.
I gotta talk like Beef. This is how Beef could bring it.
Yeah.
So Beef jumped that, grabbed the steal, which probably was to play the game, and he was able to pass it on to secure a win for Jim
I don't
Rats.
understand.
So Edwin had a great game up to that point, but boy, you got to pick your spots. Beef
Yeah,
ain't one of them.
I've been playing with Beef for years. I've coached Beef, and I've seen young fellas go up against Beef, and
that was play the game.
This is baffling to me. This is piss. How is it that a young fellas, 15, 16-year-old, don't want to pick where they got where Beef end up in front of them?
I know I don't want him in front of me.
Beef.
Everybody
AJ,
on our
that's
team
number,
know
my brother.
we don't want switch off, pass the ball, go cut through or something, get him out.
You know who else used to be like that? Davon Sucky.
Yeah.
Nobody
Oh, yeah.
wants to pick with Sucky
No.
or Beef or Jug in the front of them because they know steal.
Shout out to Jug, Romeo Butler. You don't
Come
get
on.
called much on this
You said
show. That's my
about
dog.
teams.
That's my weekend
Come on,
warrior
we-
buddy,
we-
man.
We got about 2 or 3 other teams. Come on, let's go.
I can't remember the team's name.
You
We got
got
10 teams inside the league this year, folks. So the Grandmama community. We haven't had this much teams inside the league in shoots from the time I've been associated with it. It's been a long time. So last 10, 15 years at least. So some great things are happening now. And last night was a great showing.
Oh
Let's
man,
keep
you
it.
could barely find parking.
Yeah, man. Let's keep this thing rolling, ladies and gents.
I almost had
You
to
see
park
the
by
clip
Jackie
from one
Hill.
of those guys, but like trust me, all these teams have spectacular talent on it. Let me look at the fly and see who else we got on there next. Who we got on there?
We got reach out.
Oh, reach out. Yeah, who Mr. Dudley said. Like, who was the best team on Dudley's team? I know who Dudley can say. But tell me, Max, who's the man on Dudley's team?
Dudley said he have a secret weapon flying in for the game tomorrow. So, oh boy. But the best player on Dudley team right now, I have to give it to the big boy, Vaughn.
Vaughn? You think Vaughn is the best
I
player
gotta
on the
give
team?
the Vaughnie. I gotta give the Vaughnie. Shema there, but I give it the big boy.
I go with Shema all day.
Yeah, Shema all right. But
Shema all day, Max.
I gotta leave the big boy out.
Ike Shema got something special, and
But-
me and Shema talk. Shema gonna put it on these boys this year.
But hold on, but they got the little young boy there too, who's good at St. George's.
Who that?
Jennings.
Oh,
I'm familiar with Jennings' game. Jennings, I ain't saying you and a bad boy, but
Jennings is a bad man. He was a bad point guard. I don't know where he is now, but I don't know I don't know where his skill set is right now. But Jennings was a tough fella.
Yeah, I remember you talking about that back in the day, but I have no experience with Jennings.
And then we have 8 Mile Rock Legends.
That's twin team, man. Twinning could be. That's
The twins, which one?
All two of them is the same person, so one of them.
You will believe me. The person on that team, I feel like it's twin them team, but a person on that, I think is going to make a difference.
Who's that?
I got to go with the big guy again, T-Roll.
T-Roll?
I got to go with T-Roll.
Ah, boy, I know, boy.
T-Roll is put it on any big man when he catch him down there on the block.
I
That's a
know,
big
boy.
boy.
I going with T-Roll.
T-Roll is my dog. Shout out to T-Roll. I didn't realize T-Roll was on that roster, but yeah.
I had this
shout
just
out to
like telling
T-Roll.
you fellas.
Shout out to T-Roll. So yeah,
Come
man.
on, you got any more for me?
No, that's it. That sums up the 10 teams.
Oh,
Mix.
boy, listen
That
here.
sums up the 10 teams.
Listen here.
Yeah. So we got a lot. Next action, which times the games? You could plug in.
So we have games every Tuesday, Thursday, and Saturday. We playing at the St. George's Gym. We have games tomorrow, which is Tuesday. We start at 7:30 sharp.
Okay, so we're going to take another quick break, and then we'll be right back to you. Got some scores from Grand Bahama Basketball Association and softball. So we want to talk, but we're gonna plug those in, and then next you have a conquer the week this week.
I think I do.
I think I go. I think
You
I can
gotta
throw
go?
in a name for you. I don't get involved in
Hey,
this.
we'll
It's all
be
you.
back.
We'll be right back. We'll be right
For
back.
the best
ladies and gents.
segment of the show, the conk of the week. Baby.
Where you going, mate?
To go buy these tickets for the party tonight.
Why this boy so dumb?
Tickets242.com.
You know how hard it is?
They sell tickets for parties, concerts, plays, sporting events, everything.
You know how expensive bus is?
Well, if you just buy the tickets online, they could just send you it in the email. Then you could just print it off.
You know how strong mosquitoes is?
Or you could go to the box office downtown or the Genesis Street Gear.
You ain't scared of Joneses, they.
Right, and we're back, ladies and gents, and we're back. I had the scores for those games from the Chibi softball, but I know BMES would have won on the junior and senior side. I don't have the scores of the MVP in front of me now. We post it for you guys to take a look at, but I don't have it in front of me. So shout out to those guys for winning their those ladies and young girls for winning their championship. Mix, this is your segment now. Producer, I
I have
guess.
some scores from last night.
Go
let me
ahead,
do
brother.
some
What
scores
about
from last-
volleyball too? Anything with volleyball?
Well, they have volleyball tomorrow. They have some games tomorrow, so we'll have some score for you all on our next show.
Okay.
Scores from last night. The BM Terminators went up against the Police Enforcers, and the police came out on top with that one. 49-46. Jamal Walker and Rashawn Campbell.
Two big names. For the
14 points each.
All right.
Dean Russell came up with 17.
Why you gotta say his name?
Okay. Big Dean.
Oh my God. 242 Elite went up against Dolphin Explorers with the win of 72 points over to 54. Kevara Russell ended up with 26 points. And my boy, I forget my boy on the Dolphin Experience.
Just Skip Tini.
Skip Tini, the layup queen. Right behind the layup king, who is none other than yourself, your boy Mix. Skipper had 15 points.
That's a problem for us now. No,
Huh?
it's a problem for us now.
Yep.
Yeah, Skip is.
I don't know how some of the teams overlooked Skipper. That's crazy to me, boy. That's crazy.
Skip is a little.
A Skipper in shape is a problem. I can tell you that much.
Yeah, that's
Thank
the
God
Okay.
for energy.
What about the previous games? You got the scores for those games?
Previous game, Jim Rats edged out the ODS Fisheries 71-65,
Let me see if I got the.
and the Fugees edged out the Connect Shipping Jets by 1 point, I think.
Yeah.
Well, about by 3 points. I don't have the correct score.
Yeah. So in that game, the Jim Rod's game, it was led by Regis Cooper, would have had 19.
Regis with 19.
Christopher Chicken Turncrest with
Chicken.
about 20 on the other side.
Chicken with 20 on the other side.
Yeah. All right. So Connect Shipping was led by Ahmad Pratt with 15. Phil Jones would have had 10.
Yep.
And on for that score was 57-60, by the way. And on the Fuji side, they would have had 3 players in double figures. Tremaine Ferguson, that's Gags, who would have had 11. Mikkel Bettel with 12. But their leading scorer, was Trevor Bean with 18.
Oh, but hold on now. This is where I talk to you now. I looked at them because we have live stats now. Did you know Mikael Bell had a double? Mikael left with 14 rebounds.
Oh man, I ain't surprised, man. I ain't surprised by nothing that young man.
14 rebounds.
Ken's a handful, man.
14 rebounds, 1 block, 1 steal, 1 assist. Come on now.
Oh, your guy, sorry, let me get back to your guy, Edwin Ferguson, also had 15.
All right then.
And the Manimal himself had 11. Diaz Kelly had 11.
All right then.
Yeah, so the young guys on ODS, they did their thing on that side too. That coach was 2 points shy of double figures himself. He had 8 points. Jay Philippe, shout out to Jay. I pulling for the older fellas always in the league.
Well,
I got a soft spot for those guys.
I said earlier I may not have a conquer of the week, but I just thought about it. Mr. Producer, roll my clip. Conk of the week. It's impossible for me not to call this whole group of men
Of course, absolutely.
the conk of the week. I said that here last week on the show. We have nothing to lose. We the underdogs.
You're playing with house money, man.
Nobody expected us to be here. The producer getting ready to turn off the show now. The Dallas Cowboys and Jem Ferguson. Shout out to Jem Ferguson. Shout out to Melvin Rule. Thank you, Mr. Producer. I know you can come around soon. Yes, the Dallas Cowboys. Y'all thought y'all had to hold us, but we come out on top and show y'all that we own y'all.
You know what the downfall was for the Cowboys, though?
Doc?
Well, Doc is one of them. Jerry, especially. I think they need to sue.
The defense?
I think Dallas fans need to sue Jerry Jones. I was telling them to start a petition now and sue him. Emotional distress. But that coaching staff, they're not that damn prepared, man. They came out like they wasn't playing nobody. And the defense, Michael Parsons and crew, they give up 48 points to Jordan Love. Like, man, come on. From onset, I see the offensive line holding the way they did, I say Jordan Love way better than these guys playing. I'm giving them credit for. They could be in trouble this game. They might be trouble. And they march down and score every single time. Let Aaron Jones run all over them, score up 3 touchdowns. If I was Carlo them, I would have break up every TV in my house because that Dallas team did not come to play. So hopefully, now only the downside is I really wanted San Francisco week 1. I would wanted them to stay in the second spot. Sorry, Philly couldn't hold on to it. I wanted to play just like how we played against the 49ers, but now the 49ers, after they didn't see the beat down and how great Jordan Love is, they could be practicing like they're playing against an all-world team. So they come out with a little more fire under them, so we can catch them like how we catch Dallas. So we have a better game. We can put up 47 this game, so it might be a 28-25 game in favor of Green Bay. I wanted to put a royal beat down on them like the way we did. So y'all let's catch the wrongs. That was for San Francisco. That was for the 49ers. Dallas fans, I feel bad for y'all. Y'all deserve it. Deserve it to wear that conch. Y'all is really conch of the week.
Yeah. You know. All the people normally say there's a message in the song in the music. Mm-hmm. There's so much songs that has message in it. Love is the answer.
But we do y'all a favor though. Now y'all realize Zach ain't who y'all think it is, and y'all get rid of that old baggage. So now y'all get yourself together now, Dallas. Maybe y'all might be able to win something now. And then Jerry gotta walk away, man. You 90 plus, like go on a yacht somewhere. You know you rich, you powerful, but get away from the organization, man. You causing these boys. You giving Trico and the rest of the Cowboys fans false hope. So get away before them fellas sue you and somebody grab you in the parking lot and beat the brakes off you. Because I know they mad.
All right, let us take our last commercial break and we'll be back with our guest. Give you all some information on how you can reach him.
All right.
I'm Flynn Doxson from Nose Witness News, reporting live from Sniper Paintball City, We're here with the manager, and he's going to tell us a little about what they have to offer.
Daddy, I got this at Sniper Paintball. We have paintball, cornhole, mini golf, batting cage. Strike! That's not a strike.
So come on down every Saturday and Sunday to Sniper Paintball City, located next to Crosstown, where you and the family can have a great time.
See you at Sniper.
Welcome to Karen's Kitchen, where we specialize in Bahamian dishes such as fried fish, crack conch,
Commercial.
crab soup,
And now we staring at you, and we're back off the bench.
All right, so ladies, if you didn't tune in, we had Denzel Washington with us all day.
I don't do that to my uncle. Denzel Washington must have used a lot of cake soap.
Come on, man, you can't be Denzel Washington mix. This is the Bahamian version. Yeah, so we want to thank Denzel for his time. And man, you spit plenty games us today. Like, we really need to look at things from a different perspective too, and use the technology and the newer techniques in terms of all aspects of sports, particularly basketball we're talking about. So that is enlightening for us and our audience, and we thank you for your time, bro. How we can get out to you? How potential like I got kids, other people who got kids, how they can get out, how they get in contact with you, bro? I don't know if you want to give out your phone number. We calling you Denzel Washington.
They could find us on Facebook or Instagram. Our Instagram is D1 Development, D1DVELOPMENT. So it's missing the first E after D. It's after Coach D, so Development. And you could go to our 242 Elite page, 242_Elite MBB for men's basketball. Or they could message me on WhatsApp at 806-6257. Business inquiries only, please.
Yeah, y'all don't hit this fella.
I with you.
Y'all don't hit this fella. I know how y'all women them go. Y'all see these light skinned fellas and y'all go crazy. It ain't light skin season though. It's big guy season. But this is the part of the show. Yes, this is the part of the show that I love. Listen to me, sponsors. That's all I got to say. Y'all better come on board. Off the bench and we on the move. We ain't back. We ain't coming. We here.
Yeah. So we would like to thank everybody for their support, the community, the Grand Bahama community, the Bahamas community in the whole. We plan on doing some plenty things for you this year. This year we got a lot of things in store. Just stay with us. We plan to keep you updated with all the sports throughout the community. I know we've been talking a lot of basketball the last 2 weeks. We plan on talking some other sports too, but we really enrich now. We got a lot of things going with the GBAA. Denzel let you know he's proud of the product we putting out so far. So we want to get better at that, and along with the other sports, man. So thank you, community. We appreciate all the support you're getting us, and we ask that you help out some more. So, you ain't never too much to help. So all the way from Green Bay, we want to thank you, and we'll be mix any final words.
Shout out to them Cowboys.
Hey,
shout out to the Miami Dolphins.
Oh boy, let's go. Let's go now, ladies and gents.
Track and field, you know we in another mode. Cause they ready know we run the road. Cause when it come to the fall, Stevie never fought. And when you say Sean A, that's another goal. Buddy acting like he can never miss. And when it come to Josh Chisholm, that's another hit. And we got an MVP in Connecticut.